D. Let's talk about moral indecency in the society. Moral indecency and corrupt malpractices. The play is about corrupt malpractices and moral indecency in the past and the present. This includes promiscuity, violence, man's inhumanity, bribery, dishonesty, vengeance, etc. And this can be found both in part 1 and in part 2. But most of this is found in part 2. In the past, many things had happened that needs the reader's attention, making the playwright to take the reader back to Mata Caribou's court, a dictatorial king. There's moral indecency when Madame Tortoise, who is very seductive towards men, she had allowed men to fight and kill themselves to win her love. She is also very promiscuous to the point that she's taken by Mata Caribou from another king and wants war against her previous husband. Worst of all, she tries to seduce Captain to fight her war, and she will yield her body to him, but he refuses, provoking her anger. In the presence, she flings herself to Obaneji, but he flings her off, and she's discovered as the infamous prostitute. Nevertheless, she's remorseless as the others begin to shun her presence. There is also man's inhumanity and violence in the past. In Mata Caribou's court, men fight to the point of killing one another for the love of Madame Tortoise. Captain remains stoic on his stance not to partake in a senseless war because of a woman. He is sold as a slave and put in a cramped ship to be taken downstream to be sold. Physician complains of the inhumane treatment that slave trader puts them in before they are sold. In the present, the Moke pulls down Oremole, who falls down to death for trying to carve above him and out of envy. The society is full of bribery. The physician refuses slave trader dealer to transport the slave in his ship because it is not humane and spacious enough. Slave trader bribes the court historian and gives him a treat to declare that the ship is safe and has enough space to transport slaves in an acceptable and humane manner. In the present, Adenebi is indicted, being one of the town administrators, for being involved in a bribery that had led to the accident of the incinerator, causing the death of many innocent lives. He indicts the bribe giver and the bribe taker. Rola tells the man that she is not as bad as government officials who take bribe. Lastly, there is dishonesty and vengeance in society. The living are selfish and individualistic. They do not take responsibility for their actions, and Ishoro wants to take revenge on Demoke for killing Ore Mule. This part, which takes place in Mata Caribou's court, is concerned by the following aspects. We also have superstition. When Mata Caribou decides to consult a soothsayer to find out if their war will end up in favor. In the same way, it raises the idea of wars being one of the measuring rod to find out about the grandeur and the greatness of an empire. And there are even excuses raised. There are instances where women have become the object of a war, citing Helene of Troy. Above all, what stands out in this part of Mata Caribou's court is not just the corrupt practices, but the dictatorial and inhumane manner in which Mata Caribou treats his subjects, leading to the death of Captain and his wife simply because he refuses to fight a senseless war.